Learn real-life English conversations. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Learn English in 30 Days. Today is day 7, and we're taking a big step forward, learning to practice real-life conversations. This lesson will help you gain the confidence to speak English in daily situations. Stay tuned and make sure you watch until the end for a special homework task. Why real-life conversations are key. Real-life conversations help you use English naturally, understand expressions and improve pronunciation, build confidence while speaking. Imagine being able to talk to anyone in English without hesitation. Let's get started. Step-by-step guide for real-life conversations. Step 1. Start with common greetings. Greetings are the simplest way to start a conversation. Hi, how are you? Good morning, what's new with you? Hello, how's your day going? Example. Practice. You. Hi there, how are you today? Person. I'm good, thank you. And you? You. I'm doing well, too. What's your plan for today? Person. I'm going to the park. What about you? You. That sounds nice. I'm going to read a book. Step 2. Practice asking questions. Good conversations come from asking questions. At a cafe. What's the best drink here? With a friend. What's your favorite place to visit? Example. Practice. Imagine you're at a bookstore. You. Excuse me, do you have books about learning English? Staff. Yes, we have a section over there. You. Thank you. Which one do you recommend for beginners? Staff. This one is very popular. You. Great. I'll take it. Thanks for your help. Step 3. Practice in daily situations. Here are some scenarios to try. At the market. You. How much are these bananas? Vendor. They're $2 per kilogram. You. All right, I'll take 2 kilograms. At a bus stop. You. Does this bus go to Central Park? Person. No, you need the number 15 bus. You. Thank you. Where can I find it? Think of a question you can ask in a shop or market. Share your ideas in the comments below. Max's journey to speaking English. Max was a young man who lived in a small town. He had always struggled with English. Although he had learned a few words and phrases in school, he never felt comfortable speaking the language. He often felt embarrassed when he had to talk to someone in English, especially if they were fluent. This made him avoid speaking English altogether. One day, Max realized that he needed to change. He wanted to be able to communicate better, not just in English class, but also in his everyday life. So he made a decision. He would start practicing English in real-life situations. Max knew it wouldn't be easy, but he was determined to improve. The very next day, he went to a local cafe, feeling a little nervous. He stood in line thinking about what he should say. When it was his turn to order, he smiled and said, "Hi, can I have a coffee, please?" The barista, a friendly young woman, smiled back and replied, "Of course. Would you like sugar in it?" Max nodded and said, "Yes, please." 1 spoon of sugar. He took his coffee and sat at a table, feeling proud of himself. This small conversation, though simple, had boosted his confidence. A few days later, Max decided to try another situation. He went to the local grocery store to buy some fruits. As he entered the store, he saw a young man arranging apples on the shelf. Max felt nervous again, but reminded himself that he had to practice. Max walked over to the man and asked, "Excuse me, how much are these apples?" The man smiled and said, "They're $3 per kilogram." Max replied, "Okay, I'll take 2 kilograms." The man helped him pick the apples and even asked, "Do you want a bag for these?" Max said, "Yes, please." This was another small victory for Max. He realized that practicing English didn't have to be difficult or intimidating. By simply asking questions and starting conversations, he was getting better every day. Max's next challenge was at a bus stop. He had to catch a bus to meet his friend, but he wasn't sure if he was at the right stop. So he decided to ask someone nearby. He saw a woman waiting for the bus and approached her. "Excuse me, does the number 5 bus stop here?" Max asked politely. The woman looked up and replied, "Yes, it does." "It'll be here in about 10 minutes." Max smiled and said, "Thank you so much for helping me." This was another successful interaction for Max. Even though he was nervous, he felt much more comfortable talking in English. It felt like his English skills were slowly improving with every conversation. Max had always loved reading, but never felt confident enough to ask for books in English. One afternoon, he visited a local library. He knew this was another opportunity to practice. Max approached the librarian and said, "Hi, I'm looking for a book on history. Do you have any recommendations?" The librarian smiled and said, "We have a great selection. Follow me and I'll show you the best books on the topic." Max followed her to the section where she pointed to a few books. "This one is very popular. It's easy to understand and has a lot of useful information." Max thanked her and said, "I'll take this one." "Thanks for your help." For Max, this was another milestone. Asking for a book in English was a simple action, but it was a big step in building his confidence. As the weeks passed, Max continued practicing English in real-life situations. He started feeling more confident when talking to others. Whether it was ordering food, asking for directions, or even chatting with a neighbor, Max became more and more comfortable using English. One day, while at a park, Max bumped into an old friend. They started chatting about their recent travels. Max was able to tell his friend all about his adventures without any hesitation. It felt amazing. He realized that the more he practiced English in his daily life, the more natural it became. By the end of the month, Max had made incredible progress. He was no longer shy or embarrassed to speak English. He was confident and comfortable in almost every situation. Max's journey was proof that with consistent practice and a positive attitude, anyone could improve their English skills. Homework for today. Your task: practice at least 2 conversations. Today, they can be with 1. A shopkeeper. 2. A friend or family member. Try to use the phrases from today's lesson. Write your experiences in the comments below, what you said and how they replied. Tips to improve. Talk to yourself. Stand in front of a mirror and pretend you're talking to someone. This builds confidence. Record your voice. Listen to how you sound and focus on improving pronunciation. Learn useful phrases. For example, "Can you help me with this?" "What's your opinion on this?" That's it for Day 7. Remember, the best way to improve is to practice daily. If you're new to the series, make sure to check out the previous lessons. Don't forget, this is part of our Learn English in 30 Days series, where we'll guide you step by step. Stay tuned for Day 8, where we'll take another big step forward. Like, share, and subscribe to Learn and Fun for more valuable lessons. Let's keep learning together.